Welcome to Pencil Paper Pals.
Hey pals, welcome back to the channel. My son has requested the TNT from Minecraft for today's lesson, so let's get started. Everything works in boxes. Like if you've seen my creeper head tutorial, you'll know that we draw a square to start with. So grab your marker or your texter or your pencil, whatever you want, and let's get started. So we're going to draw our square. So center of your page, you're going to start here and you're going to come down in a straight line. So you're starting off center to your page. And then we want to do the same line again out at the bottom for a similar length, and just eyeball it. So you'll get a gauge on where to stop, about there. Then you want to come up to a similar height that this line goes to. That might be slightly higher. And then you want to finish it off by going across the top to the other side. And you'll see you've got a nice square in the center of your page. The TNT has a band going across the middle. So we're sort of going to come down like, if you divide your square into like quarters, like that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to come down 1/4, and we're going to put maybe a little bit further actually, now that I say it, a line there and maybe a little bit further down to here. So that's where our banner's going to sit. Our band. It's the band that holds the TNT sticks together, the dynamite sticks together. So you're going to come across to the other side. If it's helpful, you could always draw a little mark here so that you sort of have a guide as to where you want your line to come to. And so now we have a band across our TNT. Now the next step I'm going to teach you is how to do the letters. So we'll start with the N because that will help us center the words. Because sometimes if you start with the first letter, you can sort of start over here and then you end up with a big gap here because you haven't moved it over enough. But if we start with the middle letter, because there's 3, it makes it easy. It'll help us position the other 2 T's. So the middle of the N, as you can see, is 2 off-centered little squares. So around the middle somewhere, just roughly gauge it, we're going to draw 1 little square. And then next to that, we're going to come down across like so. So this is the middle of your N. This will allow you then to draw a long skinny rectangle up like so. So that's this side of the N. And then to do the opposite side of the N, do the same thing again, like so. So now we have an N. So now, can you see how popping the T's makes it so much easier now that we've got the N to ground us, to make space? So for the T, we're going to come down. We're going to go across here, sort of roughly the same distance as that N as a guide. Down a little bit in, not all the way, a little bit like that, and then we're going to come down to the same level as this one here and across. Now we're going to do the same thing again on this side. So you're going to come down a little bit, across the top, same kind of distance as here, down a little bit, in, not all the way, and then rectangle down to match a similar distance as the N. So now we have T, N, T. We'll colour those in a minute, but can you see here there's what they call the sticks of dynamite. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sticks. So we're going to sort of try and divide our square up into 4. So we're going to come across and sort of go, roughly mark this. Go 1 in the middle, and then 1 in the middle of here. And that'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to do the same up here. So roughly guesstimate the line here. So there's 1 in the middle, and then 1 in the middle of this one here. So now we can draw down. Don't draw through though, because this needs to be on the outside of our sticks. So just draw to this top line here, and then you're going to come down and you're going to draw like that. So do that for each line. So you can do it 3 times. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, oh, actually, before I put my texture away, we can colour this bit in. Yeah. Like so. Oh, I love watching this happen because you can really see it come to life as you do it. It's pretty magical, actually. And probably the most satisfying thing. That's why I like colouring in my pictures. You don't have to colour in your picture if you want. You could just leave it as a black and white drawing. But colouring it in just gives it more depth and more life. So TNT is done. Now we can colour in these here. So I'm just going to show you, this is what a TNT from Minecraft looks like. So see how it's got different sort of coloured within the red, but you can still see the line where the dynamite is. We're going to try and create that. So to do that, I'm actually going to use what we call in the art industry mixed medium. So I'm going to get some pencils as well as my texture, and I'm going to create that same look. So with my dark red, because I don't have a darker red in my textures than this one here. So in my dark red, I'm going to colour in and create a bit of shadowing on my TNT here. Oh, get out the way, bud. So you'll see as this comes to life. This is a really good lesson in sort of how you show depth within your colouring and your drawing, because by adding different shades of the one colour, you can create more interest within your drawing. Rather than it just being one flat colour, this adds shadows and shapes. And really, within Minecraft, that's what the textures do and the extra pixels do, is they create shape and shadow. So, just like so. And then I'm going to add some more texture by coming in, and I might come in with my texture this time, and I'm going to sort of create, to help give it the square look, I'm going to start popping in, oh, I'm sorry about that screechy pen, but I can't do much about that, some shapes here to give it a little bit of interest. I don't know what the word is. Interest will do. And to give it that real pixel Minecraft look. So if you've done my creeper tutorial, you'll know that you just go in and add different shapes. They don't have to be perfect squares. We're not looking for perfect here. We're just looking for fun and enjoying the process. Oh. I do wish this pen was not so scratchy. Right, there we go. Now we've worked our way along. Ta-da! Okay, and now we can get our lighter red, and we can come in and we can colour the rest in. See how we're starting, it's really starting to come to life now. And it's looking more like Minecraft with its shadows and its shapes and its multi layers of red. Wow, love that. Okay, very happy with that. Now, the inside of the band, you can either leave white like this, or I'll show you this example. This one has little bits of grey. See how it's got like one solid grey band at the bottom, and then they've left some white squares as well as some sort of darker grey squares. We're going to try and replicate this, and I'll show you how to do it with the one black pencil. All right, are you ready? So I'm going to get my black pencil here. You could also use a texture or something within this if you wanted to. The only thing you might find is if you use the texture near here, it might start to take away from the thickness of these letters, but see how you go. So to do the dark band at the bottom, I'm going to use this black texture, but I'm gonna push relatively hard on it. See that? So see how when I push right hard, the depth of that black colour is quite deep, right? Because I'm pushing quite hard when I'm colouring. Not too hard, just hard enough that you get a really nice black pencil look. Now, to do the shading in these other areas, The depth of the grey that you're going to do, which grey is really just a shade of black, depends on how hard you push. Now I'm going to show you. If I push very, very lightly, let's just do it in here. If I push very lightly, can you see that? See how different that is to this one here? Because I haven't put much pressure on my pencil. Now if I put a little bit more pressure on this next square up here, if I put a little bit more pressure, see that? Now it's not black, it's like a dark grey. So everything comes down to how much pressure you put on your pencil as to how dark each square will look. So have a go, try for yourself and see if you can get, you might even want to just do it on a practice piece of paper first if you don't want to do it straight into this drawing. You can always practice before you do it. But just get a black pencil. You can only really do it with a pencil, not with a texter, because texter you can't really control the ink level that comes out. But with a pencil you can control how much pressure you pop through. Like so. And then yeah, and you're just gonna go in, and this is what they call shading. So that's really all we're doing, is we're adding shade. Now don't forget to leave some white space as well, because that's also important within the drawing, because we don't want this to be just one solid grey colour, because in the game Minecraft it does have flecks of white within it too. So I'm going to leave this little square here white and so on. It's such a fun process. I love doing this. Shading takes a lot of practice, guys, though. So if you're watching me do this and think, I cannot do what she's doing, that is okay. It takes a lot of practice. I am a grown-up, so I have had a lot of practice doing my shading. So you just have to keep trying and do lots of experiments. Use the pencil, use some scrap bits of paper and just sketch and just see how you go. But that's done. We have now drawn a Minecraft TNT. Thank you so much for joining me. That was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed that. And if you haven't, go and watch my creeper tutorial, and then you'll have 2 Minecraft shapes that you can draw, and you can draw them big, small, whatever. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It means so much. The more subscribers I get, the more I can keep doing these free tutorials that you guys can keep enjoying and spending time with me. So thanks again, guys. Have a great day. Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.